Hare Krishna. Manoram Prabhu, you are able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, you are audible, Prabhuji.
Okay. So let us begin. So, as you all know, I am not in India these days. I have been sent for one service in this very distinct land. This is Uzbekistan. Uh, as we say, Ugristan, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So this is Uzbekistan. But still, the place is not so Ugra. It is very peaceful. And we have opportunity for preaching Krishna consciousness. So that is the purpose of coming here. Uh, I have spent 1 week, full 1 week is over yesterday. And we celebrated Narsim Chaturdashi here. And it is so pleasing to see that even in a Muslim country, it's a Muslim country, predominantly 80% of the population is Muslim. Yet still, amongst the Muslims, there are devotees of Lord Krishna, devotees of Lord Narasimha, and we had a very blissful Narsim Chaturdashi celebration. We also have a small deity of Lord Narsim Dev here. So, continuing on our discourse on spiritual scientist, trying to gain some knowledge, insight, and realization from this vast treasure of timeless wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Everyone can please tune in your cameras. Please put your videos on. And we start with Mangalacharan. And we will discuss the 10th chapter, which is the opulence of the Absolute. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapt Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanshakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधु भैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे Hare Krishna. So now we have come to the almost final section of the 10th chapter. So Krishna has very kindly revealed how to be able to see his presence in this manifested world through various opulences. Wherever we see any extraordinary ability, wherever we see anything which is that it is the empowerment of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Manoram Prabhu, you will share the screen. So please show the 10th chapter and 37th verse. I will just connect from there and we continue. I hope you are all able to hear those who are in IARI, in the faculty club. Is my voice reaching you? Ramya, are you able to hear? Dayashil, you should sit in front of the laptop so that you can
We are
operate.
listening. We are listening,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
okay, Maya madam, your
Hanji sir.
voice is reaching me. Welcome, welcome. Hare Krishna. So in the last verse, Krishna even said that amongst the Pandavas are one of the foremost warriors, the kingly class. And amongst them, amongst the Pandavas, the foremost is Arjuna. So Arjuna is the representation of Krishna. And even amongst the Vrishnis, where Krishna takes birth or Krishna appears, he says, Vrishninam Vasudevo Asmi. And who is this Vasudev? Anyone remembers from the previous discussion? Who is Vasudev? Prabhupada gives a very distinct purport in this, where he mentions who is Vasudev. Who remembers? Just minimize the screen share. Manoram Prabhu. Who remembers? This Vasudev here is which personality? Yes. Yeah. Dayashil Prabhu, yes. Who is he?
Dinesh.
Yeah, let this devotee speak. Boliye.
Vasudeva is Krishna's expansion.
No, but who is that personality? Prabhupada mentions in the purport. There's a very distinct name there. Okay, yes, Devesh. Go ahead, go ahead. You can be heard. Speak. Yeah, speak, my dear.
Balram, Baldev, and the father of Krishna.
No, no. In the purport, Prabhupada gives a very distinct identity. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, speak. You should put speakers, Prabhu. Dayashil, you have not put speakers.
Sir, he was himself Krishna.
No, cannot hear you. Your voice is not reaching me.
He was himself Krishna.
No, that is not the correct answer. The problem is none of us study. We don't study. And our memory is Kali Yuga memory. However, we may have confidence in our memory, but the influence of Kali Yuga is there. Now, what is the influence of Kali Yuga? That it evades what we. Yes, Priyanka, आपने देखा है अभी या याद है?
Hare
Priyanshi?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Vasudeva is Balaram.
या वासुदेवा इस बलराम और बलदेव आपने अभी देखा है या पिछली क्लास का याद था?
प्रभुजी आपने डिस्कस किया था पिछले क्लास में, परपोर्ट में लिखा हुआ है।
हाँ, तो आपको याद था पिछली बार का? वेरी गुड. So
Yes,
this Vasudev is Baladev. This Vasudev is Baladev. So going next, now Krishna further speaks his opulences, his manifestations. Okay, Manoram Prabhu, show the next verse. Okay, we can all recite. Please recite after me. Dando damyatamasmi. I cannot hear even one voice. Unmute and recite. Dando damyatamasmi. Nitirasmi jigishitam. Maunam chevasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatam aham. Dando damyatamasmi. Nitirasmi jigishitam. Maunam chevasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatamaham. Now please recite. Who would like to recite?
Dando damyatamasmi. Dando damyatamasmi. Nitirasmi jigishatam. Maunam chevasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatamam. Dando damyatamasmi. Nitirasmi jigishatam. Maunam chevasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatamam.
Okay, very good. Practice. Hare Krishna. I have joined, but because the network is very weak, I will keep the video off. Okay. Manoram Prabhu, show the verse. You are able to hear me? Manoram?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji, we
Prabhuji,
can
we are
hear
able to.
you. It is displayed on screen, Prabhuji.
Okay, in this verse, Krishna is giving his four manifestations. The first one he says that danda. Danda means punishment or chastisement. So punishment is given to whom? One who commits some crime. That is called justice. So Krishna says, amongst all the
Prabhuji, your microphone is muted, actually.
Hare Krishna. So amongst all the forms of punishment, the punishment that is given to those who commit crime against mankind, Krishna says that punishment is a representation of himself. In fact, Krishna himself, he claims that the purpose of his advent is to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. And just we saw 2 days back, Lord Narasimhadev appears to give punishment to Hiranyakashipu. So the first thing with Krishna is saying that amongst all forms of punishment which is met out to those who are criminal, those who are against the human race, so that punishment is the representation of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Second, he says, Niti Rasmi Jigishitam. Jigishitam is those who want to be victorious or those who want to have success. So success is actually success when it is based on niti. Niti is morality or righteousness. Without righteousness, any success is short-lived and it will not give the desired result. So that success which is based on morality, on principle, on righteousness, that Krishna says is his representation. And then very interesting, he says that amongst all the secrets or confidential things, he is Maunam. Maunam means silence. This is silence of speech. Amongst the urges that every person has, one of the foremost urges to speak. If speech is silver, then silence is golden. Have you heard this? So Krishna says, Maunam chev asmi guhyanam. The ability to keep secrets and not to speak unnecessary. So that Maunam, that silence, is a representation of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And the fourth aspect of this verse, Krishna is saying that Jnanam Jnanavatamaham, that he is the knowledge which the intelligent or the wise. Jnanavatam means those who are already situated in knowledge. Those who are in knowledge or those who are seeking knowledge. So that Jnanam which the knowledgeable are seeking, that is Krishna. Krishna says, Bahunam janmanam ante jnanvan mam prapadyate. So the goal of the jnanis is to reach him. Okay, so let us see the translation of this verse. So Krishna says that among all means of suppressing lawlessness, so Krishna suppresses lawlessness. So all these demons, what they do? They break the laws. What laws they break? They break the laws of the Supreme Lord. I am punishment. So those whoever is breaking the law, Krishna comes to them in the form of punishment. Danda. Dando damayatam. And those who are seeking victory, I am morality. Niti rasmi jigishitam. And of secret things, I am silence. Maunam chevasmi guhyanam. And of the wise, I am the wisdom. That I am jnanam jnanvatamaham. Okay, this verse is clear. So 4 aspects Krishna is speaking here in this verse. That very interestingly, first let us see the how Krishna is the danda damayatamaham. Of all means of punishment and suppression, Krishna is the foremost. So Prabhupada says that there are many suppressing agents, of which the most important are those that cut down miscreants. There are many suppressing agents. Let us discuss, minimize the. So, what are the suppressing agents? What are the punishing agents? Who gives justice? The government gives justice. The authorities give justice. The elders give justice. So, among all the justice giving faculties or agencies, Krishna says that he is the one that cuts down the miscreants. So all those demoniac people, asuras, they're not afraid. Can anyone cut down the miscreant Donald Trump? Can he be cut down by anyone? He is a mini Hiranyakashipu in the making. He thinks that his power is uncomparable and unconquerable, like the demons think. So amongst all the suppressing agent, it is Krishna. So Krishna kills all the demons. This is Kaliya Damana Vidhana. Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagar Kaliya Damana Vidhana. So this is the Vidhan, the process that the Supreme Lord, he chastises and he punishes and he kills the demons. Can you give some examples? That without Krishna's chastisement, such people or such elements cannot be killed. We see the example of one demon, Kamsa. Kamsa, what he did? He snatched power from his father, Ugrasen. And he declared himself to be the king. And he was so demoniac, he was troubling the entire subjects. And he was killing all the infants. So ultimately it was Supreme Lord Krishna and Balram. They decided to punish Kamsa. And how they punished Kamsa? They entered into the wrestling arena where Kamsa was enjoying the wrestlers' fight. And they dragged him and beat him with their hands and fists and killed him. Can you tell any example of where Krishna did not punish, the miscreant was uncontrolled? Give some example, because Krishna is saying that he is the one who is the suppressing of lawlessness. or the miscreants. One very prominent example is there. Till the time Krishna punished, so this person survived. Who is this person?
Bali.
Okay,
Bali.
we have electricity now. I can open my video. Just I will take a pause for 1 minute. Kindly give me 1 minute. There is one Mataji, whom I requested her, and she had been very kind, and I was using her network. 1 moment. Our temple network, I will switch on. 1 moment. If it shows. Just think, keep thinking. Okay. Mataji, you can take your phone. Okay. Okay. No, not required. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. It's a big relief now. Okay. So who is this person whom till the time Krishna did not punish, his atrocities could not be checked? Yes, Ravindra Prabhu and Priyanka and Ryanshi. Ryanshi, who has the answer?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Jarasandha.
Jarasandha. Jarasandha Krishna punished. Yeah.
Yes.
This hand is coming. Who else? Okay, yes, Dayashil bro.
Raja Bali.
Raja Bali? Raja Bali is a devotee. He is known for his surrender.
Shishupal.
Shishupal. Shishupal also Krishna punished. Shishupal and Dantava Krishna killed. So you are just making.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Prachi ji.
Ashwathama.
Ashwathama.
Hmm. He is still living.
Ashwathama was not making such. He just only after the Kauravas were killed. But there was one person who was committing such crimes, he was such a miscreant. From birth, he was committing such criminal offenses. Who was that person?
Duryodhan.
Duryodhan. And everyone in the Kuru assembly Vidurji advised Dhritarashtra to check Duryodhan. Bhishma Pitama advised to check Duryodhan. And finally, when Krishna went to the assembly of the Kurus with the agreement for peace. And he said that the Pandavas will be satisfied just by having 5 villages. So everyone agreed. And only one person denied. And that person was this wicked Duryodhana. And at that time, Lord Krishna declared, Lord Krishna said, he told Dhritarashtra that immediately you should capture your wicked son Duryodhana. Duryodhana and Dushasan and Shakuni, they should be captured and imprisoned. And they should be chastised. They should be punished. But Dhritarashtra was very weak. He was not only blind, he was also very attached. So he did not. He did not. So we see that Krishna does not spare those who are criminals, those who are miscreants, those who are against the human race. Krishna punishes them. They cannot escape. So anyone who commits any mistake or any crime, he should never ever think that he will get away. No one can get away. Because Krishna is declaring here very clearly that Dando Damayatam Asmi. Maybe he may escape for some time, for some years, or maybe for one life. But his karma will not leave him. Krishna will see to it that he gets punished. He gets punished. So Krishna says, Dando Damayatam Asmi. So whenever we do some mistake, if we don't want to be punished by Krishna, what we should do? We should immediately ask forgiveness. We should try to correct ourselves. Otherwise, if we break the laws, many times we know that due to our conditioning, due to our past samskaras, knowingly, unknowingly we break some rules, we break regulation, or we commit those activities which we should not be doing. So what we should do? We should ask forgiveness with a genuine heart and with a effort not to repeat it. Then we can have forgiveness from Krishna. Dando Damayatam Asmi. Krishna never spares any miscreant. Krishna is very clearly declaring that he is the force that will punish the miscreants. When miscreants are punished, the agency of chastisement represents Krishna. So those who are demoniac or those who are miscreants, it is not that they should be spared. That is not Krishna's niti. They will be punished. It is not that Hiranyakashipu and Ravan should be spared and they will be transformed. Their heart will change. No. Then again, Krishna says in the next that he is Niti Rasmi Jigishita. Just amongst the victorious or the success, he is morality. How it is so? The last verse of Bhagavad Gita declares. What Sanjay declares? What is the final verse of Bhagavad Gita? Who remembers? Please recite. What is the final verse of Bhagavad Gita? You should be knowing the final verse of Bhagavad Gita. You are opening and seeing. Do you remember? I just told that Krishna does not spare those who break the law. This cheating business we have to stop. Yes, Dayashil? No, he does not know. He will see from the book and speak. I can see from his face. You should be knowing. After so many years, you don't know this verse.
यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्ण यत्र पार्थधनुर्धरः.
Then the most important point. You don't remember the verse? Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mamaha. Four things. Tatra Shri. Shri is opulence. Then Vijaya. He's talking about Vijaya. But what kind of Vijaya? Which is Nitir, with morality. Success without morality is not a success. It is actually a defeat. Why? Because in that success, there is cheating element. And if there is cheating element, it is bound to be punished by Krishna. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. So Niti is very important. Niti is morality or righteousness or principles. So we should never ever compromise the principles. And that principle is Krishna. That Niti, that morality is Krishna. And we see in this war of Mahabharata, how many times the Pandavas were in trouble. And they were rescued by Krishna's Niti. What was Krishna's first Niti which made the Pandavas victorious? Yeah, who will share? But first understand the question. Na? You want to speak every time. Krishna says, Maunam cha guhyanam. When will that be applied? What was the Niti of Krishna which led Pandavas to be victorious? Again, you are raising hand, okay? You don't know. I know you don't know the answer. Speak. You don't want to first understand. You just want to speak. What was that Niti?
Leela.
Speak, speak. We are all hearing.
Leela.
What did he say, Dayashil?
Leela. Leela.
Not Leela. On the battlefield, there was no Leela. There was Niti. This is it. You have to first hear. What was that Niti which led Pandavas to be victorious? Krishna displayed the first Niti. Yes, Ramya. The very first principle of morality which made Pandavas victorious. And the Kauravas were defeated.
Following of dharma, the Pandavas were on the side of dharma.
You can't hear.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
The
Krishna.
Pandavas were on the side of dharma. They were following the dharma.
That is there. There was shadows there. What Niti of Krishna which led them to be victorious? Manoram Prabhu? It is not so difficult.
Satyam.
I didn't hear what you said.
Satyam.
Jashil Prabhu, what did he say?
Satyam, Prabhuji, Satyam, truthfulness.
No, Baba. Truthfulness is another aspect. So niti means morality. This is higher. What was that morality principle, niti, which led to the victory of the Pandavas? Niti rasmi jigir shitam. You please sit. No, I will not hear you. You don't want to hear. You just want to speak. Sit. Priyanka?
The Pandavas were always the center of Supreme Lord.
That is there. So what niti he gave? He said on one side, there is my Narayani Sena. Both Arjuna and Duryodhana came to ask help. And Krishna displayed perfect niti. He did not make any partiality. What he said? On one side is my Narayani Sena with all its might. Huge, massive, destructive. And on the other side is me. And I will not even shield any weapon. I will not fight. So he gave this choice to both. And he first gave the choice to Duryodhana. And what Duryodhana selected? He selected Narayani Seva. He left Narayan and he wanted Narayani Sena. So this was Krishna's perfect niti. And this niti defeated the Kauravas. And it became victory for Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Tatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijayo. Jayastu Pandu Putranam, Yesham Pakshe Janardhana. This was Krishna's perfect niti. And because of this niti, the Kauravas were defeated and the Pandavas were victorious. So many other times during the war, so many episodes came when the Pandavas were in deep trouble. So it was Krishna's niti which rescued them. You all know the famous story that once Bhishma Pitama, he took a vow that next day he is going to kill the 5 Pandavas. When Duryodhana came and very much insulted him. And he selected 5 arrows to kill them. And those 5 arrows, Duryodhana thought, let me preserve it. So that Krishna may not take away. And Krishna by trick took away those 5 arrows even from Duryodhana. So many other times. So whenever they were in trouble, Krishna rescued them with his niti, with his morality, and ensured that they were victorious. So whoever follows Krishna's principle is sure to have success. There is no question of any element of failure. Whoever follows Krishna is sure to succeed. And whoever fails to follow Krishna is sure to be defeated. So, Niti Rasmi Jigirshita. Then he says, Maunam Chevasmi Guhyanam. That amongst those who are trying to be victorious in some field of activity, the most victorious element is morality. And what is morality? Wherever there is Krishna. The principles given by Krishna are the highest moral principles. Further, it says, amongst the confidential activities of hearing, thinking, and meditating, silence is the most important, because by silence, one can progress very quickly. This is very mystical. That by silence one can progress. Are you hearing, Devesh? What Krishna is speaking? But you need to follow it. Prabhupada says in the second chapter, a fool is not discovered unless he speaks. As soon as a person speaks, his position is revealed. What level he is very clearly known to the others. Till the time he keeps silence, no one can know. And as soon as the person speaks, his position is known. So he says, Maunam cha guhyanam. So it is always better, it is always advised to speak less. Hear more and speak less. If we hear, then we may acquire more knowledge. So hearing is very important. And amongst the urges that a conditioned soul has, Srila Rupa Goswami in Nectar of Instruction says, the foremost urge is to speak. Vacho Vegam. Very difficult to keep silence. Why? Because there is urge to speak. Why there is the urge to speak? Because one thinks that one's opinion is the best opinion. He wants to impose his opinion on others' opinion. So, Maunam. Krishna is advising that those who want to really progress, three things he is saying, what we should be observing rather than speaking. He says, amongst the confidential activities of hearing, thinking, and meditating, if one is silent, if his mind and his tongue is silent, then he can actually hear. Why we are not able to hear? Because our mind is always speaking. Then how can we hear? It does not allow us to hear. And the mind is speaking, we cannot even meditate, or we cannot even contemplate. So, Maunam Chevasmi Guhyanam. So we must observe, try to observe silence and think deeply, meditate and contemplate on what is Krishna's instructions or what Krishna desires from us. And the fourth aspect, he says, Jnanam Jnanavatam Asmi. That I am the knowledge that the wise men are seeking. So which knowledge Krishna is talking about? Here he says, the wise man is he who can discriminate between matter and spirit. This is the most important aspect. This is Gyan. And one who fails to discriminate matter and spirit, he is in Agyan. He is bereft of knowledge. Between God's superior and inferior natures. What are God's superior and inferior nature? Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita. He has explained before. What is superior and inferior nature? Yes, there, Shilpa.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी भूमिरपो अनरवायु खम्मनर बुद्धिरेवच अहंकार इत्यन्य भिन्न प्रति अष्टधा. These are infinite nature, Prabhuji.
Yes. So this is what? Which Shakti is this? Which nature is this?
Bahiranga Shakti.
Sorry?
Bahiranga Shakti, Prabhuji. External energy.
Here what is being said now? You answer in the reference to what is being said.
Inferior nature. Inferior nature.
And what is superior nature? One that can discriminate or distinguish between spirit and matter, between inferior and superior nature. 1 minute. Bhagyasini, what is inferior nature? What is superior nature?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
Janvat.
प्रभु जी, सुपीरियर मतलब जो लिविंग है और इंफीरियर मतलब नॉन लिविंग। जैसे सुपीरियर मतलब पराशक्ति और इंफीरियर अपराशक्ति।
एग्जाम्पल क्या है?
सुपीरियर मतलब स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटीज जो है प्रभु जी।
नहीं, अभी आपने कहा लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग। आपने कहा ना
जीवा
लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग। सुपीरियर मतलब दैट विच इज कॉन्शियस। इंफीरियर मतलब दैट हैज नो कॉन्शियसनेस। जड़ और चेतन। So one who has this knowledge of Parashakti or transcendental knowledge. So such knowledge is Krishna himself. And there is nothing which can be compared to this knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says 4.38, Na hi jnane, so Manoram Prabhu, this verse. Na hi jnane na sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tat swayam yoga samsiddhi kalenatmani vindati. So there is nothing in this world so sublime and pure as this transcendental knowledge. And this knowledge is not a result of one's intelligence or one's endeavor. It is only Tat Swayam Yoga Samsiddhim. It can only be known or revealed to those who have become accomplished in the practice of devotional service. And when Kale Natmani Vindati, in due course of time, when he matures. Where he matures? How he matures? By devotional service. As he performs devotional service and he matures in devotional service, this knowledge is revealed to him. This transcendental knowledge is revealed to him. Show the next verse. Very beautiful verse. Who will receive this knowledge? Not anyone and everyone. Shraddhavan labate jnanam tatpara संयमेन्द्रिया ज्ञानम लब्ध्वा परम शांतिम achirenadi. So 4 qualifications are required. First qualification is he must be a faithful. But this transcendental knowledge is only revealed to whom? Those who have full faith in Krishna. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. And at the same time, he should be tatpara. Tatpara means he must be very earnestly and honestly endeavoring for it. If you don't endeavor, you will not receive. It will not come by its own. And at the same time, he has to be sanyatendriya. His senses should be fully controlled. So one who is faithful, who has dedicated, who is earnestly endeavoring, and one who has subdued his senses are under control, is eligible to achieve such knowledge. And having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. What is that supreme spiritual peace? Is Krishna's manifestation, which the wise are seeking. Okay? You close this. So this knowledge is the gift of the Supreme Lord. Where else Krishna declares that this knowledge is the gift from the Supreme Lord Krishna? Where Krishna declares? Where Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita that this is his gift? रम्या, बोलिए।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा। बहुत आवाज कम आ रहा है आपका।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हाँ, अब ठीक है, बोलिए।
प्रभु जी, ज्ञानमहं सविज्ञानम्।
हाँ,
ज्ञानमहं सविज्ञानम्।
अरे आप गीता में कहाँ ढूंढ रही हो? नहीं पकड़ पाओगी, अगर याद नहीं है तो नहीं बता पाओगी। आपको नहीं पता ये श्लोक? बहुत बेसिक श्लोक है। आपने तो मुझे बताया गौरंगी को याद करा दिया, खुद ही भूल गई। इतना बड़ा हिंट दे दिया मैंने आपको, अभी भी नहीं स्ट्राइक किया तो फिर क्या करूं मैं। प्रियंका, आप बोलो। अरे अभी बताया ना, दिस नॉलेज इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ डिवोशनल सर्विस। बिल्कुल गीता के अंदर हार्ट नहीं डाल रखा, बिल्कुल दूर है, डिटैच्ड है। इतना टाइम लगा रहे हैं। मनोराम, आप बोलो। ब्लैंक है, सबके सब ब्लैंक है। तेषां सतत युक्तानां भजतां प्रीति पूर्वकम। चुल्लू पर पानी में डूब के मर जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि है ही नहीं, प्रीति पूर्वकम वाला भाव है ही नहीं, और सतत युक्त भी नहीं है, तो याद कैसे रहेगा? ददामि बुद्धि योगम तम। जो तक बुद्धि योग में नहीं स्टैब्लिश होंगे, ये ज्ञान नहीं मिल सकता। व्हाट इज दैट बुद्धि योग? इज लविंग डिवोशनल सर्विस। So such knowledge is Krishna himself. Prabhupada is declaring here. Such knowledge is Krishna himself. Okay, I'll take the next verse. It is getting late. Show the next verse.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, सर यू हैव टू वाइंड अप हियर प्रभु जी, बिकॉज ही हैज टू लीव नाउ।
So you can go. We will continue. You may go.
जी, यस प्रभु जी।
Why you deprive others? You did not start on time. It is not my fault. Anyway, we will continue the next verse. Manoram, show the verse. यच्चापि सर्वभूतानां बीजं तदहम अर्जुन न तदस्ति विनयत्स्या मया भूतं चराचरम्। Recite. यच्चापि सर्वभूतानां। क्या हो भाई, किसी को रिसाइट ही नहीं करना है? खाली मेरा ही इंटरेस्ट है? सबने अपने ऑडियो म्यूट कर रखे हैं और मुंह बंद कर रखे हैं। प्रभुपाद जी एक परपोर्ट में बोलते हैं, मौनम मीन्स इज ग्लोरीफाइंग कृष्णा। मौनम डज नॉट मीन not to speak, but not to speak anything other than glories of Krishna. That is the highest manam. बोलो, वर्ष बोलिए।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा।
यच्चापि सर्वभूतानां बीजं तदहम् अर्जुन न तदस्ति विना यत्स्यान् मया भूतं चराचरम्।
Yes. So Krishna is saying that Sarva Bhutana, amongst all the living entities, how many living entities are there? 8,400,000. Yachapi Sarva Bhutana. So what is Krishna? Krishna says, I am the Bijam. I am the seed. Krishna will declare that more emphatically in the 14th chapter. Bijam mam sarvabhutanam. Here he's saying the same thing. Bijam tadaham Arjuna. That Krishna is the source. Krishna is the foundation. Krishna is the root. Bij is the root. From which the roots come. Therefore, Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existence. And there is no being. Na tadasti vina yat syat maya bhutam characharam. That there is no being moving or non-moving that can exist without me. So Krishna is the source. Krishna is the root. Krishna is the foundation. That is why Krishna has already declared that aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate. So Krishna is explaining this here, that how he is the cause, how is the root, how is the foundation, how is the governing principle of all that exists, either in the form of humans or any other form. Any form which exists, the source, the seed is Krishna. And here Prabhupada is saying that everything has a cause. Everything has a cause, and that cause or seed of manifestation is Krishna. So nothing can exist without Krishna. Both all the living entities and this cosmic creation. Without Krishna's energy, nothing can exist. We have seen in detail in the 15th chapter. Who remembers? In the 15th chapter, Krishna explains how he is the energy behind the entire cosmic creation, the entire cosmic manifestation. Who remembers? 15th chapter we did long back. That was the first of our online classes, and we discussed 20 verses in more than 30 days. What are the verses which speaks that Krishna is the source of the entire cosmic manifestation? Minimize karna, Prabhu. Minimize karo. Let me see who remembers. Pradeep? How Krishna is the cause? How is the source of everyone and everything? Hare Krishna.
Lamavishya bhutani dharyami oujasa paushnami sarva somo bhutva.
Rasatmakam. Very good. Explain. Gamma Vishya cha Bhutani. I enter into each planet and by my energy they stay in orbit. And Pushnami cha Shadhi Sarva. That he is the one who gives, supplies juice of life to all the vegetables in the form of moon, the moonshine. And then he says before that Yadatya Gatam Tejo Jagat Bhasete Khilam. That he is the splendor of sun, the moon, and the splendor of fire, everything. And also he is the Agni which is there in our abdomen, which digests the food. So everyone is completely dependent on him. No one is independent of him. And without Krishna maintaining, it is not possible for anyone to do anything. Everyone is completely dependent on is Supreme Lord Krishna. So he is the root, he is the bijam, he is the foundation. So Krishna is the cause, the seed of entire manifestation of this entire creation. Without Krishna's energy, nothing can exist. These planets cannot move. The planet cannot move in their orbit. Energy, where is the energy coming from? Energy is coming from Krishna. Without Krishna's energy, nothing can exist. Therefore, he is called omnipotent. What is omnipotent? Who can explain omnipotent? Purushottam?
So this is all powerful.
Yeah. So all the power, the source of all power is Krishna, the Supreme Lord. So whether it is moving or whether it is non-moving. And the seed has the power. From one seed, a big tree can come. And from that tree, millions of further seeds can come. There is no end, there is no limit. Without his potency, neither the movable nor the immovable can exist. Whatever existence is not founded on the energy of Krishna is called Maya. That which is not. So that means what? That which is in illusion, which is not in reality. That is Maya. That which is not Krishna, that is Maya. So Krishna has already spoken about how is the seed. Where did Krishna speak about this principle first in Bhagavad Gita? That he is the seed. Where did Krishna speak about seed? That he is the seed of everyone. पीछे का याद है, सब भूल भाल गए. 7:10, he says, Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam. Vidhi Partha Sanatana. That I am the original seed of all existence. We've already spoken that. Okay, I will end here. It is 8 o'clock here, so it will be 8:30 there. I started the class at 7. No, there are some other engagement. I have to leave this room also. So we discussed these two verses, and in these verses, Krishna is revealing. Most important is that any chastisement or punishment to those who commit inhuman acts or atrocities is a representation of Krishna in the form of punishment. So one cannot escape any form of punishment. And for our devotees, no one has any authority to give them punishment. And for the non-devotees, the punishment is given by Krishna himself. No one can escape punishment. हरे कृष्ण. आप लोग का कोई प्रश्न है तो पूछिए. क्या हुआ? कोई प्रश्न ही नहीं है? हरे कृष्णा. Then we will conclude today. Thank you for your attention and your participation. I wish and pray that this knowledge which Krishna is revealing, his opulence, can enter into our heart and enlighten us and remove the ignorance which has been there for so many lifetimes. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. So we'll continue on Saturday. On the time which is scheduled, we'll continue from not before 7:30, because that is the time some of the devotees are working. It is difficult for them to tune before that. 7:15 or 7:30, we will start next Saturday, and we'll try to complete this chapter. Only 2-3 verses are left, where Krishna reveals that how to be able to see his opulence. Krishna has already revealed, but how to accept it. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai